Good morning and welcome in, everybody. This is going to be a energy update for the month of January for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Just want to see what's going on. It's been a little while since I have been doing readings, and I'd like to get back into doing them regularly, and the only way to do that is to do them. So let's see what wants to come out. Overall energy surrounding my air signs for the month of January. Come hither. We have the Four of Cups. Looks like you're taking some time to yourself. I'm hearing rest and relaxation. As we enter the new year, a lot of people tend to spend some time thinking about everything they went through in the previous year, and you know, a lot of folks like to do their New Year's resolutions, the things they'd like to change. And it kind of feels like you're sitting in this space, whether you do New Year's resolutions or not, where you're just kind of like thinking about everything that you've been through and what it is that you'd like to create. And I do feel like you're taking some time to yourself right now. You do have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you may be thinking about offering love to somebody. Somebody may be thinking about offering love to you at this time. But for the most part, it does seem like you're kind of keeping to yourself. I am sensing that there is some sort of an offer that is around you, whether it's romantic or financial. There's some sort of an opportunity, something that's trying to present itself to you, and you may not be seeing it. I am seeing the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, and so you may actually be intuitively picking up on this. Whether you realize it or not, you may feel like there's something going on that you're not 100% aware of. What's an opportunity coming towards my air signs for the month of January? Can't make this shit up, huh? There's that Knight of Cups. There is some sort of an offer coming your way. This does feel like love, but however it resonates for you, this could be career. This could be like an offer of a home. Like if you're looking to buy a house or get a new apartment or something like that. But whatever it is does feel like it is going to be something that moves fairly quickly should you, come on. Trying to get to focus, but should you take it with the Chariot there. Heavy Cancer energy and water energy. So this does feel like an emotional time for you, air signs, which may feel a little difficult, you know, where air signs are typically very analytical and very caught up in our own mindsets and our own headspace. And I am seeing the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's some sort of a new beginning in love here for you. Splitting the deck, I am seeing the Strength card, which is Leo energy. What is going on here? It feels really nice. Feels gentle, peaceful. What is the challenge that my air signs may be experiencing? All cups, you guys. We have the Seven of Cups. This is a little bit... this is like confusion and living in fantasy and delusion. And I do have Temperance at the bottom of the deck, which is Sagittarian energy. So with the challenge that you may be currently experiencing or will be experiencing in the near future being the Seven of Cups, is there may be something that you're not seeing truthfully. Or like you might feel like an offer that's being made to you is too good to be true. It's got to be some sort of a catch. Or maybe you're getting an offer from a person you've dealt with in the past and you, I know how that went last time. And it might be a lot more genuine. They may have actually put the work in. I'm not sure. This is just kind of what I'm getting off the top of my noggin. I am going to clarify all of this in a moment. And then with the bottom of the deck being Temperance. Bottom of the deck tends to be the things that are happening behind the scenes, the things that we're not 100% aware. We might be kind of aware or have a nagging little feeling that like something's going on, but we're not 100% on it. We're not really paying that much attention to it. And so it does feel like there's some things balancing out with Temperance being here. There also may be something that's lighting a little bit of a fire under your ass, which is actually kind of almost the opposite of Sagittarian energy, or of Temperance energy specifically. Sagittarians tend to be quite little firecrackers. I don't know if you've ever dealt with many of them, but I actually have a lot of Sagittarians in my life. My son is a Saggy, and so is my love, and probably about half of the people I actually speak to. Y'all are firecrackers in the best way possible. But with temperance itself, it does tend to call more for things to be balanced or that things are a bit unbalanced. But intuitively, I'm getting that there is something that's starting to light a bit of a fire under your booty. But let's see if we can dig in a little bit deeper. For my air sign collective. What is this Four of Cups in the overall energy for the month of January? One more, please. All right, we have the Ace of Wands. There's that fire getting lit under your ass that I was feeling. We have the Magician. And we also have the Ten of Swords. So it feels to me, actually, side note, we have the Ace, the Magician as a 1, and then we have the 10. So 111 might be a number that you're seeing right now. 1111, various combinations of 1s and 0s. Just a side note for those of you that like to pay attention to numbers like myself. It feels like there's been something very painful that you've been going through in this past year or have recently gone through, are currently going through, something like that. But it's not, the Ten of Swords is like dead, done, and over with for something that was extremely painful, something that took up like a lot of your thoughts, a lot of your, no matter what you were doing in the day, this, whatever this was just like constantly playing in your head, something about it. How can I get out of this? Why did this have to happen? Blah, 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 blah. But thankfully with that 10, you've reached the end of that cycle. So whether you are finishing up this cycle right now, or this just recently passed, or even for some of you, this may be something that ended a long time ago, but is still dominated a large part of your thoughts. And maybe even your behaviors and the way that you're looking at the world. Like if this was something really terrible with, one of your significant others from the past, this may have really hindered your ability to be in relationship moving forward from that point. But it does seem like this has come to an end, or is coming to an end right now. This may be partly why you're just kind of keeping to yourself and, maybe ignoring possible offers and opportunities around you because maybe you've just finally found this, this space where nothing crazy is happening and nothing crazy good, nothing crazy bad. It's just nice and peaceful and calm, and that might not be something that you get very often. And so I feel like you may just be relishing in that kind of a space. But there is something that is rather exciting, something that you are actively manifesting into your life, which is interesting because in the Four of Cups, this gentleman is meditating. He's not just ignoring what's coming towards him, like in some Four of Cups renditions. It's quite literally just this dude that's not even seeing what's there. Eyes open, but not seeing. And he's actually meditating. This is a card of meditation. And quite often, if you're trying to manifest something into your life, there is a need for manifestation and of being still and of quieting all of those painful, horrible, nasty thoughts that tend to keep you stuck in a lower vibrational energy and tend to keep you stuck recreating not so pleasant things in your day-to-day life as you move forward. So for the overall energy for the month of January, I do see, although you're trying to keep to yourself, there is something that's brewing. There's something that you're desiring to create or something that you're thinking of moving forward. Can I get a card on what this is? Fantastic. We have the Sun. You're trying to create your happiness. And we have that Chariot on the bottom of the deck, followed by the Six of Cups and the King of Pentacles, with the Three of Pentacles and the Tower, Nine of Cups. For many of you, I feel like this has to do with some sort of a romantic connection. This may be a person from your past. You do not ever have to take anybody back from your past, ever. If you don't want past energy, that's absolutely fine. If you're not looking for a past energy, there is somebody around you that wants to offer you some sort of cup of love. But I do feel like for many of you, there was somebody that you had a really not so great ending with that I feel like there's an opportunity to reconcile, or you're at least desiring a reconciliation, looking to heal whatever this is, even if that doesn't mean... I'm looking at the twins on the Sun, and I just got a message. For some, this may be like ex-husband or ex-long-term partner that you have children with. And so maybe it's not so much that you're like hoping to reconcile the relationship with, but may just want to get to some semblance of just peace between the two of you so that you can co-parent nicely and, you know, be on good terms and speak kindly to one another. But it does feel like there is some things moving forward in that direction, something that you are desperately desiring. That's for the best and highest good of everybody around you. Something that's stable. I can't not say it because I saw it and I heard it, but I am seeing the moon. If you are on a twin flame journey or, you know, believe in soulmates of any kind, divine counterparts, this may be a confirmation for you that you are actively dealing with that. And with that Eight of Cups right there, you may be in a separation period with this person. That's not going to be for everybody, and don't try to force the shoe to fit if you don't. But I can't not say things that I hear. And especially whereas in that Sun card, we do actually have the, come here, we do actually actively have the twins, the lovers. So what is this opportunity with the Knight of Cups? Ooh. All right. Okay. We have death, which is a huge transformation, followed by the Devil and the Three of Swords. And it's funny, when they flew out, I could tell that there were two cards sitting here, but I saw the Devil, and then I had the Three of Swords also fell out. But the card on the very bottom, which is the first card that actually came out, is Death. My immediate thought was, oh boy, you may be, there may be somebody from your past that you had a really toxic relationship with, a really bad ending with, that is trying to make an offer to you. And it's like, that's kind of a bit of a bummer, but this is the opportunity. So I was like, where's the opportunity in that? And then as I moved the Devil aside and saw the Death card. If that is your story and your situation, this was somebody you had a toxic relationship with in the past. Not that you shouldn't be aware, but it does feel like if this is someone from your past that you didn't always have the best kind of a relationship with, it does feel like they've done a lot of work to transform these aspects of themselves, the behaviors in which they had that were toxic, mindsets that they had, people, possessions, things that were around them, addictions may have been let go. It does with that Death card, and at the bottom of the deck having this Page of Pentacles, which is, you know, to me a lot about learning lessons. It does feel like this person has done a lot of work trying to heal themselves, and that Temperance card is drawing, the energy of that's drawing me to it as well with this message. I do feel like they've found a lot of balance in their life, and if they're coming towards you with an offer, it's not one that is it's not one that they're taking lightly. For those of you that this is not a past person, this is just like somebody that's making you an offer. And I do feel like this is love. For the majority of you, this is love. Fit it however you want to in your life, but I am going to read this as the main message I'm getting. You may be worried that this love offer coming in is something that's going to be toxic and end in a lot of heartache and heartbreak, mental anguish, because of past relationships that didn't really end the best, that weren't really the greatest for you. But the opportunity here is to transform that mindset and know that not everybody that comes into your life is going to be toxic and treat you the way that other people in the past have treated you. It is, you know, partly on you to always be aware of what's happening around you and, you know, notice the red flags if they're there, see them, don't just ignore them, address them, bring them up, speak about them. But it does feel like whoever is making this offer to you at this time is coming from a place of good intention. Somebody who's spent a lot of time healing, you know, their toxic traits and behaviors. Oh, interesting. Yeah, splitting the deck, I am seeing the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Pentacles as well. Oh, with the Ten of Pentacles. And is that the Ace of Cups? And the Ace of Cups hanging out right there. Whether this is you or them, there is somebody here in this situation that is really concerned about being cheated on, being lied to, especially after having spent so much time investing into a relationship. And maybe this is something that, if this is a past person, you've dealt with this person before, and your focus now is far more on getting to that Nine of Pentacles. Like, I'm not going to invest anything into anybody until I've invested so much in myself that I don't need to, I don't know. I'm not going to invest anything into anybody until I've invested so much into myself that I am good on my own, so that I can find somebody else and know that my perception of them is true, but find somebody else that is also in that Nine of Pentacles energy, so that you can have that Ten of Pentacles and share that Ace of Cups, share that cup of love mutually and from a place of respect and understanding. Then splitting the deck, I'm seeing the Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, which is another 10. Lots of 10s, lots of 1s, lots of 0s. And the 10 of Wands. Air signs, there is a great potential for you, I think, this month to be either meeting or reconciling with somebody that has the potential to be a long-term, committed, stable, loving, happy partnership, and one that is splitting the deck again, seeing that Wheel of Fortune. What is meant for you will never pass you by. This feels like somebody, something, a relationship that you've been desiring. Whether it's with the person you wanted it to be with or not, it's something that you're meant to have. You're meant to have this long love. And I just lost it, but I just saw that Seven of Swords again. I feel like you don't think you deserve it. Yeah, there it is. You feel like you do not deserve to have that long-term love. For whatever reason, other people's perceptions of you, the way people have treated you, the way that you view yourself now, you feel like you just don't deserve it. And that is absolute silliness. Everybody deserves that. Not everybody will have that, but not only do I feel like you deserve that, but you are destined to have that. It's a part of your path. And this month, I think, is going to be playing a very large role in that. Now, keep in mind, energy is fluid. If you are sitting there going, nope, that's not for me, that's never going to happen, then you very well may miss out on that cup of love that is being offered to you. You may very well just not see that. And there's nothing wrong with that at this point. Nothing that is meant for you will ever pass you by. If you don't want it right now, it will come back to you. If you really just need to focus on you and, like, nothing crazy is going on, there's no crazy ups, there's no crazy downs, everything's just like a nice plateau, and I just really need this time in my life to recoup and recover and just rest and relax. If that's what you got to do, then that's what you got to do. Absolutely. That's Ace of Swords, Judgment, and the Six of Swords. That's really exactly what I was just saying. Like, you know your own truth. And, like, if you just need to have that smooth sailing right now, and, like, that's what you need, you know better than anybody else what it is that you need underneath it all. Your ego might get in the way sometimes, but we usually always know what it is that we're supposed to be doing. And when we do something that we know we shouldn't, when it fails or does whatever you knew it was going to do on that immediate little gut tickle, and you went, now I'm going to ignore that, I'm going to do it anyway. Almost everybody has those moments. I fucking knew it, man. I fucking knew it. Seeing the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Yeah, it's long-term stable commitment, spiritual connections. Let's see what's up with this challenge. What's the Seven of Cups? Why is the Seven of Cups a challenge for the air sign collective that I'm reading for today? We have the Seven of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. Yeah, a lot of sevens too. That Six of Wands. Sorry, I almost said Six of Swords. Six of Wands and the Princess of Cups, or the Page of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician and the King of Swords. I feel like you want to be open to the possibility of something working out. You want to be open. You're not actually open. You're desiring to be open. You're telling yourself that you want to be open. But when it comes right down to it, your personal experiences have shown you that being open and being vulnerable has really just brought you to mostly pain and confusion and upset, no matter how much effort you've put into it with that Seven of Pentacles. You know, that's like waiting for your garden to grow. You've tilled the land, you've planted the seeds, you've watered, you've weeded, you've taken care of everything that you can, and now we are staring at that dirt waiting for those sprouts to pop up. We're waiting for those sprouts to grow and to see how much of a harvest we're going to have. We've put a lot of time, effort, money, love. Like, we've invested a lot into this. And very rarely have you seen success. Very rarely have you seen success. And if you're sitting here resonating with this reading, you probably feel like you've never seen success, because where are they now? For all the effort, time, and energy you put into them, where are they? Why are we alone? Why are you alone? Where? And so that little bit there keeps you blocked from actually being open to something working out. And there's something here that wants to work out. I do see, though, that for the most part, you're very much like mind over heart, head over heart right now. Which sometimes is really the only way that we can be in order to survive and like make it through, especially if we're struggling with something really emotionally painful. But when you get so analytical, as us air signs tend to. Oh, I hear my kid stomping around down there. Is he coming up? No. Which, believe me, I know. I'm an Aquarius sun, Libra moon, Gemini rising. I have... Oh, is he coming up? Hey, sweetheart, I'll be done in just a few minutes. I'm almost done with this reading, okay? Okay. Can you please not stomp and yell loudly, though, right outside my door? Can you go play back downstairs, please? Thank you. I have many, many air placements in my chart. I'm a very, very heavy air. I'm very analytical. I can accept really anybody doing anything to me. But what trips me up and what causes me confusion and stress is when I can't understand why. You can tell me to go myself 7 times sideways, and that's fine. I can accept that that's how you feel and that's what you want. But if you can't tell me why you want me to go do that, what your issue is, where it comes from, what I did, that, like, it just destroys my mind. I cannot handle that. Like, I have to understand everything. And so I'm very much so in my mind, very much so Prince of Swords. That is Aquarian energy right there. And so I feel like when you try to manifest from that kind of a space, it's really hard to, honestly, it's really hard to manifest anything from inside of your mind, because manifestation comes from the feeling of, like they say, I'm sure you've heard people talk about the fact that, like, if you want to manifest, you know, a great love, you have to embody the feeling that it's already there. And when you get into your headspace about it and you know that it's not there, well, that's kind of counterproductive. And so I feel like that's really what's going on here. I feel like that's where a lot of the confusion comes from. It's like you want to be open to it. You want to be open to having something actually work out after having put in so much time, effort, energy, money, love, blah, 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 blah. But your experiences have shown you that that's not been possible thus far. And so how could you possibly manifest that or have that in your life? And so it's, you're going back and forth. You're actively trying to manifest something while telling yourself it's not possible, which creates confusion, delusion, fantasies that don't play out. And so that is the challenge that I'm seeing for you for this month. If you're not experiencing that currently, this may be something that you will experience in the immediate future. That doesn't mean that you will. Again, energy is very fluid. Princess of Swords and Adjustment, which is Justice, Libra energy, popping out here. I wasn't really asking a question, but the message that I got from this, which, funny enough, the Princess of Swords tends to be a bit of a message, can be a digital message, text, email, social media, something like that. There may be something legal going on here. Like if this is, like, for example, if you are married to this person, like I was saying, there was something about, you know, just trying to co-parent successfully. Like if you have kids with somebody and just trying to get everything to a space of like peace and calm so that there's no more fighting or arguing and the kids aren't suffering from seeing you guys just at each other. There may be some sort of an incoming message in regards to that. Could be the finalization of a divorce. But the other message that I was getting off of this is that there may be somebody that is speaking their truth to you in a very quiet way. Sending you a letter, writing you a message, a text message. What is that? The universe, just the world. I'm not going to take these. I'm going to put them back in the deck, but they wanted to fly out for a reason. I also saw the Five of Pentacles come flying out earlier. I meant to say something, but I was on a roll with something else. I put it back in the deck. Five of Pentacles is like fear of being left out in the cold, fear of not being able to pull it off on your own, financial lack mindset. We have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There is somebody that's wanting to take action towards you, or somebody that you're wanting to take action towards. Magician again. This deck has 3 magicians, by the way, in case you're wondering. Like, you've already said the magicians popped out like 2 or 3 times. So there's that one, and then there's these 2. Which, you have 2 magicians on the board in its entirety. So, like, there's something you really manifest. You're trying to manifest hard. And I feel like that is one of the biggest messages in this, is like to be aware that you are actively trying to manifest something while also actively telling yourself, whether you realize it or not, you're actively telling yourself that you can't manifest that thing. If you're telling yourself that you can't, then you never will. Can I get some advice, please, for the air sign collective that I'm reading for? You can't make this shit up sometimes, you know? The Ace of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. You are meant to have a lifelong love, a life partner, somebody that you can rely on time and time again. When things get rough, you know they're not going to run away. True unconditional love, true commitment, true loyalty, and something that leaves a legacy for generations after. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Something that fills your heart with love. You're meant for this. It's meant for you. Nothing that is meant for you will ever pass you by, even if you don't want it right now. Even if somebody's making you an offer and it's very tempting and you would love to, and you know that it would probably not go over bad, if you are comfortable where you're at, there's nothing wrong with staying where you're at. It may be some time before the opportunity arises again, but when you're ready for it, it will arise again. Maybe not with the same person, maybe not the way that you wanted it, but a long-term, stable, and committed relationship is destined for you. And it is headed towards you. For those of you that want it, it is here for you now. For those of you that don't want it, although it's still here for you now, it will come back if you still need time to recoup from the things that you've been through in the past. And then, actually, you know, just to close it out. Oh, Jeebus. Oh, maybe I can't. I thought I could reach. Oh, don't mind me. I really like these little, my kids' Cheez-It container, or Cheez-It wrapper. Just threw across the floor. Came up right before I started this and had me open one. Apparently got stuck there. I'm going to close the reading off with one of these Namaste Stress Less cards from my aunt. I got them for Christmas, and I love them. For the Air Sign Collective, I've been reading for something to help them in their Four of Cups mode. Self-love affirmation. I'm going to read both these, the bottom and this. Self-love affirmations. Practice positive affirmations about yourself throughout your day, such as, I am amazing, I am strong, I am healthy, I bake a great cake, or I made someone smile today. Write these down somewhere you can see them to remind yourself of your positive attributes and thoughts. Self-love affirmations can be a powerful emotional healing tool, as they can transform a negative self-image into a positive self-image. Self-love affirmations can help you increase your sense of power, reduce your stress, and experience personal fulfillment. Kind of goes right along with what I was saying. It's like you might just be at this point where you don't want to invest into anybody else until you've invested in yourself, to the point where you're good on your own. You're good financially, you're good emotionally, you can actually trust your perception of the world around you. And then you also have slow down. The turtle wins the race in the story, not the hare. When we are stressed or overconfident, we can make mistakes in our hurry to get things done. If you slow down, you will embrace the experience and focus more on what you are doing. This exercise will allow you to concentrate and be present in your actions, allowing you to make fewer mistakes and feel less stressed. Wonderful. I don't feel like that's enough. I feel like there's something else that wants to come out. What else is there? There's some other messages here. The Empress, the Moon, and the Hierophant. So the last card out of each of the 2 decks that I've used today have been the Hierophant. Definitely a long-term commitment is meant in your life. You don't need to be afraid that you're not good enough, that you're not deserving. It's time to recognize the inner Empress or Emperor that is within you, the divinity that you are. The Moon hears you. I do feel like if you're resonating with this and you're here all the way to the end, you're probably somebody who talks to the moon. Whether internally or actually like out loud. And I do feel like the moon hears you and relays those messages and wishes and prayers that you have to the universe. And the universe hears you and is responding accordingly. They are sending you what it is that you're desiring. It's up to you to stop believing that it's never going to happen, that you're not good enough, that you're not worth it. Because that's absolute nonsense. It's poppycock. You can't manifest something while simultaneously saying that you can't have it. How's that going to work? King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I wish these would focus better, but it's so bright in here. There is stability here for you. Stability alone or stability for you and another person. To be and just to be. Be grateful for being. Just being alive and well is sometimes overlooked. You are here and you matter. Give yourself this grace. You don't have to accomplish anything or become something. Just be who you are right now and thank yourself for that. Be who you are in the moment and celebrate. Gratefulness helps us maintain a positive state of mind. A positive state of mind helps to reduce stress. I split the deck and that was in the center. I'd love to read the next one, but I think I'm going to call this before I get cut off. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope there was something in here that helped you today. And I'm sending you so much love and light, and I will talk to you soon.